I'm 97, so it's been 90 years since I took the Lord as my Savior. It's been quite a trip. Well, my name is Edith Leland. I came to South Fellowship about, I think it was 3 years ago. I knew this was the place that God wanted me. I could sense it in my spirit. We can bring anything to the Lord in prayer. I have a prayer journal. I've got tons of answers. And when the prayer is answered, I put a little asterisk in front of the request, and then I make a little notation as to how it was answered. Oh, it's such a builder of faith. We're like a tool that lays on the workbench. A tool that lays there can't move a half an inch on that workbench by itself, but let its craftsman come and pick it up, and some beautiful things can happen. It's the same with us. We're God's tool. We can't do anything in our own strength that will bring glory to Him, but let our craftsman come and pick us up. That's when things begin to happen. It makes you want to pray more and more and be in cooperation with the Lord, which is such a privilege. So prayer is so critically important to our walk with the Lord. One time when Bob was over on the mission field, and of course I pray for my children every day, I was praying for him, and the Lord led me to pray, God, open up a hole in the clouds so they can see where to land. And I thought, well, that's a strange prayer. I wrote to him, this was before email, of course, and I said, by any chance were you up in a plane on this certain day? He wrote back and he said, yes. We were flying from Angi to Yausakor, and when we took off, the sky was clear. We hadn't gone far when the clouds closed in, and we could not see where we were going. Well, of course, those little MAF planes have none of the bells and whistles like the big planes do now. And he said the pilot was really concerned. There's mountains over there. They could have been flying straight into the side of a mountain. And Bob said, all of a sudden, there was a hole opened up in the clouds, and there was the landing strip that we were headed for, right under that hole, and we landed safely, and the clouds all closed in behind us. So that was a miracle. He's faithful, always faithful. And there are moments when we have doubts. Every one of us will have doubts. But God leads us through the doubts too. He's not surprised. He's not a bit surprised. You know, the world pulls us away into a different track sometimes, but it's like a rubber band. You have a rubber band on your wrist and the world pulls you out, but at the split second you can let it go and it goes right back to your wrist. And that's like prayer, you know. A few weeks ago, it was a few days before my birthday, and I said to the Lord, I would dearly love it to have one of Brittany's cookies. My granddaughter bakes lovely cookies. I said, I would just love to have one of her cookies for my birthday. And she lives in Ohio, so I knew it wasn't possible. But the Lord, He doesn't ever get surprised at anything we ask. And a few days before my birthday, there was a package arrived. It was not one of her cookies, it was a whole box full of them. And I felt just like God had blown me a kiss. Nothing is too small for Him. Oh God, you have taught me from my youth, and I still declare your wondrous deeds. And even when I'm old and gray, oh God, do not forsake me until I declare your strength to this generation, your power to all who are to come. Yeah, that's what I want.